fade. I'll walk your same path, not in a different way.
And we're back.
Aloha.
Nice. So, we just rolled, so
Yes, so you remember a little bit from the reports you read, but not a ridiculous amount. You remember that the world in question is a shrine world dedicated to the worship of God Emperor. It has 3 major cities on it, all of which are hungry big hives. The capital of which is Malvaro Prime, which the Imperium is often a little lazy when it names things. So, this is Malvolo Prime, the capital city of the planet Marvolo, in the system of Marvolo.
It's easy to remember.
I'm guessing that's where we're headed to.
Yes, you are indeed heading down to the capital city. The report that you received on the death of Amberley's brother Solomon merely stated that he was killed somewhere in the city, and that investigations were ongoing. Now, whether there was any more to the message that got left out because astropathic communication is not exactly the most reliable, or if it was a really short message and they didn't give many details, is difficult to say. So, you spend the time, preparing yourself, making sure you're all ready, and after about an hour and a half of flight time, you hit the upper edge of the atmosphere. This is where Theodore starts to have some fun. He was a very good pilot. He banks the ship through an array of fairly spectacular maneuvers that cause it to dive at a speed that most pilots would consider suicidal, especially for a thing that's a shuttle and not an attack fighter. But he's able to pull up in excellent time, and you end up scraping along the deck at several hundred meters per second. The maneuvers are enough to make you all feel a little queasy. Roll me some toughness tests, just
That's
for fun.
enough. Show it off,
Jesus,
man.
Theodore, watch what you're doing.
25.
Fine.
5?
Yeah, you're very fine.
14.
You're all fine. Despite feeling a teensy bit queasy as a result of Theodore's slightly manic piloting, you're all able to hang on to your lunches with dignity.
You're lucky I've been
Well,
through
hold
worse
on to my
situations, Theodore.
I figured my character would be used to stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you've all got military experience, so most of you should be pretty good for combat landings. But is it the one thing you will hear if you ever talk to people who served in the actual military? It doesn't matter how many times you do something like that, you still always feel a bit queasy. So yeah, and he throws up the display from the forward optical sensors onto a visual display screen in the cockpit, and you can see ahead the city rising up in the distance. Like many imperial hives, it's built almost like a tiered wedding cake, with the worst parts on the bottom and the shining best parts on the top. In particular, there is a very noticeable statue that appears to be of a winged human. And you remember from your briefing that there is a shrine to Sanguinius on this planet. Not because Sanguinius ever came here, just because he was clearly the favourite imperial saint / primarch of whoever happened to found this cathedral. So it's a honking big statue that just kind of looks out across the plain.
Look at this awful city.
Yeah.
Absolute mess. And look at that statue. Does anyone have any idea why it's even there? No?
Mind your tongue. That's the
I don't
statue
know.
of that is the statue of the Primarch.
Yeah, I can see that.
Would it be good scrap?
Yes, I am
It's
with...
made of marble, so no.
It would make a good house then.
with the dwarf on this one. It's a terrible city.
You're clearly a little bit hermetic about it, but this is going to be interesting.
Theodore, take us to... Show me where Solomon was last seen, please.
Where was the whorehouse he was at?
Unfortunately, we don't know much about his activities on planet. However, given that he arrived in a family starship, it's likely that the local Arbites probably tried to keep track of his movements. On a world like this, they're most likely based out of the primary cathedral on the world.
Are we meeting anyone on this planet?
You don't have any specific contacts on this planet now.
What was he doing on this planet in the first place?
We don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
Again, you
Well-
have no specific knowledge because, again, as Lord Hector's firstborn, he has an awful lot of free reign to basically go about and do whatever the heck he feels like. And advance the cause of the family in any way that he chooses. Oh, I should clarify, his ship was not in orbit when you arrived. There was no sign of the glory of Kieran.
We did hear that.
That was the sofa. We'll be,
And,
that's definitely the sofa.
That was definitely the soft.
I
That's
just want to repeat that last part.
Yeah.
that was just me sock. But it's because I'm cross-legged.
So, as I was saying, yes, there was no sign of the glory of Kieran in orbit, so no idea where his ship has gone.
So we not only have a missing ship, we have supposedly a dead firstborn son with no reason for being on this planet and no further information to go on.
Can we vox the road trader and see if she knows any more?
She doesn't.
She doesn't know.
Again, you've had the best part of 3 weeks journey time here to discuss things like this with her.
Right, okay.
And she, at the moment, they don't really know anything. She hasn't seen her brother in the best part of 6 months.
I advise we probably should go to the crime scene of where he was murdered.
Good thinking. I think
Yeah,
we
you
should
don't know where that crime
Go
scene
on,
is.
we should park somewhere quiet. I think all eyes will be on Amberly Rose's ship at the moment, so we've got the upper hand.
We don't talk about this.
Theodore, we need to park somewhere where we won't be seen easily, won't be found easily, and we can get ready to blend in with the society here.
I can do that for you.
But also
there's
not
a
going to
reasonable
be
amount of There's a reasonable amount of activity. My dice. Which is fine. Yeah.
Which one was it, sorry?
One of the D10s.
Can you use another one? We'll find
Yeah,
it
I
later.
can. It will find it later. As I was saying, before I so stupidly dropped my dice because I am a numpty. Yes, there's a fair amount of activity buzzing around the main landing pad on the 3rd level of the tiered cake. You're probably looking at about 70 levels in total, which is fairly average for high cities these things go. And it's clear that this is effectively the city's main stated airport.
We need to pick the quietest level if possible.
There's not really anywhere else to land that. If you land there, you're not really going to draw any attention because there's enough bustle that you can hide in the crowds. Whereas if you try to land anywhere else, you're going to get questions asked because
Any lower, like gangs are going to try and get
Right.
any higher, anyone higher up, like why you landed here.
Will we be able to radio the pilot in
Mhm.
case, like, while on the planet? Or...
Yep. Yeah, you've got Vox beads, and they should have enough range to keep you in contact with with Theodore, and he will make sure that any messages are relayed up to the ship.
Right.
So unless you go into an area that's got loads of lead shielding or anything like that, you should be able to maintain contact.
I would say advise caution in case there's any suspicious activity happening in the port, and that he should retreat.
Well, can we see the leader of the world, like the priest?
You should. You can certainly go to the main cathedral and attempt to.
I'm going to ask: is this a formal standing?
I mean, you're meeting with a religious leader of a
Yeah,
planet,
it is, isn't
so you're basically meeting with the local equivalent of the Pope. So
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, a bit formal.
So I'm going to say, you go and see the priest. I will go to the bars and clubs and find what information there. I don't do well in formal situations.
It would be ill-advised to bring
let's
the
all
slot with us.
Yes, okay.
He's a registered abhuman. They are a recognised part of the Imperiums.
I think
You
on
get away with it.
this occasion, I might actually agree with you both. Theodore will go in quietly, please, if you can make sure all our systems are online, weapons active and ready if we need to. You, my friend, if you do go to the bars and clubs, keep the drink to the minimal, please. I want you to get as much information as possible. Find out what you can.
Never drink.
Do
Never
not,
drank with me before.
do not tell anyone why you are here, who you're with, and what your mission is.
That's a question. Why are we here?
Exactly.
Okay.
You will accompany me.
Someone
We'll
calls.
go do some digging higher up in the city.
Should we ask if, like, I'm guessing because of how he's hidden, there's a lot of murder around. I was gonna say specifically because the brother's like really high,
Yeah,
lordship.
Yeah, rogue trader families are basically considered lords within the Imperium.
If it was seen
So
in the lower
if-
systems, it would, in the lower levels, it would have been noticed.
Right. So we should probably ask him questions of we're
Any
the
unusual
lord,
activity.
the lord that we're seeking has like been like extinct. Like his life has been snuffed out, and we want to know why.
But we can't make out we're looking for anyone too high up, so we'll just ask for any unusual activity, anything out of the ordinary, people that shouldn't be around. Have they been seen here?
Has there been recent attacks against any buildings?
Go.
We don't.
You go back around.
Alright.
Theodore backs the ship around and, with a slightly unnecessary flourish, brings her in for a comfortable enough landing. You find yourself on a extended landing pad that juts out from the third tier of the hive. It's blatantly clear that there are a couple of hundred similar landing pads with shuttles of various sizes on. Some of them are clearly just inter-atmosphere transport, so the equivalent of modern aircraft. Some of them clearly have space capacity. Some of them are clearly large bulk freighters that are ferrying stuff up and down from orbital warehouses. So it's a fairly bustling, busy spaceport. So your arrival shouldn't be noticed too much. Especially given that there seems to be a wee bit of a panic on the local population. As you depart the ship, you can already hear people, muttering about the mad woman in orbit.
Right, guys, make sure you have everything you need. Make sure you are well protected and blend in, please.
As we step off the ship.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're all wearing robes and stuff over your good old-fashioned traveller's gear over all your body armor and
Nice
things like that.
I guess it doesn't help the fact that I have.
Yeah, the planet's not that chilly, but you are
Yeah.
quite high up.
I have
me
my
with
Skitarii robes.
Yeah,
a power axe and just casually just spinning it in my hands.
fair enough. You're by far, not
I'm
the
s-
only armed person on the planet, although the power axe is quite large. If memory serves.
Please don't draw
Yeah,
attention
it's
to
a
yourself.
We agreed it was two-handed.
Yeah, we agreed it was two-handed for you.
Yeah.
Is it retractable? Like, could you not put it away?
No.
So you can't.
He's sort of using it like a walking stick almost.
Okay. What about the blade? Can it be retracted in the sense so it?
Not my wife's power axe.
Then there's no way to sheath it. The reason
Nope,
why I'm
it's
saying
always there. I have to put this down to then get something else out.
Do you have to take that axe with you?
Yes.
it's its only weapon of defense.
It is not,
It's
but
not.
I am not leaving without my axe.
Just don't
I,
draw attention to yourself.
As we
You
leave the
see-
ship,
have
I
you
turn to
seen
Theodore.
this axe?
I have
Theodore
seen
and
the axe.
say- I turn to Theodore and say, make sure that keep your sidearm with you at all times. Keep it loaded.
Yes, he does have a bolter.
Just heads up, am I like the leader out of the stream?
You could
You're-
assume.
you're-
Sort of,
Very
Yeah,
sorted.
it's mostly that you're the. Well, I'm going to be blunt. You're the smart one of the team. These two are here for muscle and fire support, basically.
Okay.
What's your wait? What? Just question. Am I allowed to know this? Or?
What's the question?
I was going to say, what's your intelligence score?
Oh, my intelligence score is 38.
Oh, mine's 42.
high five!
No.
42!
It's fine. Again, it's the, her job on the ship is the one that will be given a mission like this.
Does
Which is why
It's more that she
which
has
is why I
more.
had the camera.
She has more common sense.
You
Yeah.
have been augmented by machines.
Um,
He doesn't actually have. He's only got a few neural
Wait,
implants.
he's going to be, isn't he?
I've only got a
She's
few.
not
I've only
gonna
got a
be.
few implants.
I mean, to be fair, everybody in this party has cybernetics. I'm trying to remember what did I let you all have? You've got a cybernetic arm.
Mm-hmm.
You've
I've
got
got
cybernetic
cybernetic
legs
legs.
and eyes.
I have muscle graph and eyesight.
Eyes, I think.
We
Yeah.
didn't
Alright.
discuss what kind of eyes they are. Are they like human?
They're humanized with modification rather than the full-on, replacement.
Oh, height and senses. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Plus 10 mark.
Yeah,
eyesight.
I thought they were.
Shall we set off then?
Yes.
Yep. So, are you splitting the party?
It
I am,
seems
yes.
that Ryan wants to split off
I'm going to send the
local-
little legs over
the
here.
locals just to try and gather some information from those while me
Well, you two head to the more sort of senior higher-ups.
and
Okay.
ask around to see if there's
In which case, I will start with you two, and then I'll do what you're doing. Okay?
Alright.
Again, choice of splitting the party, that means I have to do multiple.
Yeah, but
Can
makes
we
sense
do
though.
it?
To
Yeah.
start
So-
everyone.
You make your way up to the highest tier. There's a express elevator that's clearly designed to get you there as quickly as possible, and it's pretty clear that this landing pad, because it's the main landing pad of the city, is used by all the nobles and important people as well as any foragers and salvagers, which is why there's a lift that takes you straight up to the top.
Well, this is quite
stay
handy.
safe and out of trouble.
When you reach the top level, you find yourself standing directly outside of a massive cathedral. This thing is several kilometers across in every direction.
I wonder what he's compensating for.
And you can see that the massive statue of Sanguinius atop it. Clearly, the sculptors took a lot of time and effort over it. It's a very pretty statue, of the prettiest Primarch. So it's a nice statue as these things go. I mean, the fact that it's a good solid 500 meters tall is a bit excessive, but it's 40k standards. Quite frankly, that's on the low end of
And it's
ostentatious
made out of completely on marble. So
It appears to be marble at this distance.
could I instead see if I
You can do a perception check if you would like.
can just to see what it's made out of?
Again, you're quite far away from it, so make it a
Well, I
minus.
just thought I'd just look at it and see if I can tell.
So,
That is a 15.
very nice. You're able, with the aid of your enhanced senses, you're able to get a really good look at the statue, and you come to realise it's not actually pure marble. Most likely, it's a metallic skeleton that's had marble plates placed over it. So it still looks very good, but it probably didn't cost anywhere near as much as they want you to think it did.
What do you
Which based on past activities within the church, means somebody was probably pocketing the extra.
what do you think of that statue, my friend?
It seems that its structure is not completely as it appears.
Oh,
It seems that most of it
Dude,
is hollow,
okay.
as it were.
I can't believe I was
statue.
At the moment, it's sort of perched on your shoulder.
A hollow statue with a shell is the best way to describe it.
So, nothing
Which is a disgrace towards the Primarch of the Blood Angels.
Well, you can be sure that someone pocketed the extra funds, naturally. The vulgarity of it. It's disgusting.
So, outside of the cathedral, it's ringed by a fence, but a good solid 3 or 4 meters tall. Spikes at the top. You in particular can sense the gentle thrum of electrical current running through it. So it's clearly designed to keep the peasants from nicking all the relics. And you notice that there is one sort of very large, very ostentatious gate. And gathered outside that gate is a fairly large crowd that doesn't seem too happy. It takes you about, actually maybe a quick perception roll for, and this isn't, you're
Is it-
listening to the crowd, not
This is 4, so
Yeah.
Got 31 and I'm on a 36 on my sheet.
I've got a 17.
Cool. You both you listen to the crowd for a moment, and you're quickly able to pick out, lots of shouts, save us, and they're clearly panicking because they think pretty much the wrath of God is about to come raining down from the heavens to destroy them.
Is that because of the...
That Amberly was not subtle when she came in. She basically broadcast a very threatening message over the entire systems box. So anybody with the equivalent of a radio or a television or anything like that would have heard her message.
So,
It seems Our Lady was true to her word.
well, we'll have to use this distraction. She seems to have incited the fear of all the gods in these peasants. Whoever's guilty of anything will very clearly be running and hiding. We can use this. Let's sidle around the sides rather than jostle through the crowds. We don't want to gather attention to ourselves.
Agreed. I would advise the exact same.
Wonderful.
So, you manoeuvre your way past the edge of the crowd without too many difficulties.
We might as well off.
There's no one ignoring the fact she's saying gods.
Yeah, I know.
There's only one.
There's only the God Emperor.
Yes.
And also the Omnissiah, who's sort of also the God Emperor.
Happiness.
No.
I just heard gods. I was like,
It's a little slip-on.
Yeah.
It can be easily.
Well, I
Well,
did
we're
say
not-
I'm not familiar with all the lore.
Oh.
good. I'm glad I did.